Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic I'm an agent with Porcupine Real Estate. I am joined here today by Chris Nato from Lakeview Mortgage. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Dominic. How are you?
Great. We're here again for one of our financing FAQs. And today we're going to talk about earnest money deposit. What is it and how does that factor into my closing costs? So if I have a loan
It's
and
a
I'm
great
getting ready
question.
to close, or I've been accepted, I've been asked to put down an earnest money deposit, what is that?
So the earnest money deposit is just a deposit that is a good faith deposit when your offer is accepted, and then that amount gets credited towards your overall amount that is due. So if you are buying, for simple numbers, the house is $100,000 and you're putting 10% down, then you would be required to come to closing with the 10% down, which is 10,000 plus your closing costs. And then whatever your earnest money deposit is, that acts as a credit towards that overall number, which would
Okay. And
reduce that overall number.
so when I get an approval letter through a lender, it says I have to have X amount percent down for my loan. Is that the same amount of money as the earnest money deposit? I know that can be confusing for people.
So no, the earnest money is separate and it's part of that down payment amount.
Okay, so let's use that same transaction just for instance. So it's $100,000. I had a 90% loan to value or 80% loan to value. Let's say that. So I don't want to throw you under the bus as far as like quick math or anything like that. But in that scenario, so we've thrown around 20% and now it's 10% for the earnest money deposit. So how does that factor in?
So if the purchase price is 100,000 and they were doing 20% down and they did a $10,000 earnest money deposit, then that would mean that there would only be $10,000 left to come to the table for closing. And then your closing costs and prepaid items would be on top of that number also. But the earnest money deposit is part of your overall amount due, part of your overall down payment amount. It's not an additional number. It's part of the original number.
Okay, yeah, I think
And
that's
you're
what
just paying some of that in advance.
a lot of people see that percentage in the letter and they're like, well, that's what I need to bring to the table. And then when you ask them for an earnest money deposit, they're like, well, what's this all about? So that's clears it up a
Right.
little bit. And
Perfect. Yeah.
I think that's the only question that I had as far as earnest money deposits go. Um, if you have any specific questions about getting a contract and earnest money deposits or anything regarding those closing costs, feel free to reach out to Chris. What's the best way to get in touch with you, Chris?
Please call me at 603-582-5626.
Great. And again, my name is Dominic DiMaria for Porcupine Real Estate. Thanks again and have a great day.